This conference will now be recorded.
Hey, Darshana.
Hi. Mm,
Yeah.
oh,
So let's get started. So yeah, did you get a chance to practice?
yeah, I did. I just um played around with it to see what it's like. I can show you.
Okay. Let me make you presenter. Yeah, you are the presenter now.
Mm. So this is what I have. I keep changing it just to see like what happens when you change something, but this is what I have.
Okay.
So oh, I have it so like when it's big, it becomes the first one becomes like contains 12 columns, and then when it gets smaller, it changes like that. Just to test. But I do need help with nesting. Like I understand you just have to put it inside, but I don't know how to make things work. And also, um, my goal was to have this like come all the way down. I took so long trying to figure out how to do that, but I think like I want just this to change and this to stay where it is. So I was wondering if we could see how that could be done.
Okay. Let's go like point one by one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the quick question to you, like, so do you have any UX, I mean, wireframe or mockup for this? Like, how you
Yeah.
want to see this in the
Yes.
mobile screen?
Not on the mobile screen, but I had the website done on Figma. Oh,
No, if you have a desktop screen, that is fine. But we need see if you work on any of the mockups and all, right? So you have to provide when mobile screens as well to the developers. Then only they will able to understand that how it will be in the mobile and other devices, right?
yeah.
Yeah, see, at least it's not like at least a rough idea. Also, we need that. So that at least based on that we can plan all the arrangements. What exactly the device or what exactly the classes that we need to add to the divs.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you just think or maybe the thought only there in your mind, and it will be very difficult for me to understand, right?
Yeah. This
Obviously.
this is what I wanted. This was the goal.
Okay. Okay.
So how do I make I was struggling for so long with this. I searched
Okay.
up
Yeah. So before that, I have a question. Like, do you need this in container layout or container fluid layout?
in what? Container?
Container layout or container fluid layout?
Container fluid.
Okay. You know the difference between container and container fluid, right? If I'm not wrong.
Uh, Fluid would just mean it it's able to move like more.
No. So container is going to be a center aligned layout, whereas
Mm-hmm.
container fluid is it's not a center aligned. It will occupy that entire space of the web screen, whatever the screen that as long as you are making where you are increasing the screen size, it will be fitted to that your entire screen. So we cannot keep that images like that. So probably only content for content purpose, only container fluid layout will be good. But when
Okay.
you are trying to put the images on the right, so the images on the will be stretched out.
Mm. Then container.
Okay, container. But yeah, I mean, I was in assumption that because we already discussed the container and container fluid. I opened MS Paint and I have explained everything. I thought you
Yeah,
understand that,
I
but looks like you didn't understand that the concept of, because that is the only topic that I took when I start the bootstrap. Two types of layout we have. One is the container and second one is the container fluid, and I showed you the reference as well, like how we are actually increasing or decreasing the screen size of Amazon website, where the navigation is occupying that entire area. That is a container fluid layout, but the center layout being as it is, whatever the screen it is, right? So that is a
mm,
container layout that I have explained.
yeah, I remember now. I just forgot for a second.
Okay, I see. Fine. Okay, so now if you need a container in this, we can build that. So do you have any plan to make the background colors or something like that, or it is a plain
That that
container
was
only?
that was just to visualize, but it can be just a container.
Okay, then yeah, first you have to make sure to understand that how that layout been divided, right?
Yeah,
So you have to take a container first, then after row, and in row, if you observe that where the layout has been divided two columns.
like here and here. Like this is one column and this
Yes,
is one.
yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
you're right. That is one column, and second one is the training column. So
Oh, so
when
you
you
can't
work with, yeah,
elevate.
work with the bootstrap, when you work with the bootstrap, and we discussed that the column maximum count will be 12, or it should be less than 12. And when you calculate with the width, it will be not more than 100%. So as per this layout, so you can take that, you can divide that 12 gate system like 3 and 9, or maybe 2 and 10. You can divide that first,
Yeah.
initial
Yeah.
divide.
Okay, so this is three and this is nine.
Ah, no, 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 no. I'm not talking about that one. See, I'm talking about that whole uh, layout.
Oh.
Okay, so whatever the orange color, that left side you are seeing it, somewhat related to orange color, left side one.
Mm-hmm.
That is that one column.
Mm-hmm.
See, no, you have to see as a column wise first. Rows, I mean, within that column, the rows will be secondary. Primary, how you need to divide the layout in the columns only. First container and the first immediate row. Then after all you need to consider all of them as a columns first. So how many columns that you are seeing here? Two columns, only two columns. One is that orange color box, and second one is right side box, where we have a lot of boxes in the right side column.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? See, that is how you should understand the subject. Otherwise, how can you keep all of them like these two boxes? Okay, do you have this link with you?
Yeah. Link for
I
the
mean,
thing.
okay, okay, no, no, hold on, hold on. Let me share my screen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is your layout, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See, now what you have to understand here is, first we need to place the container. In container, you first we need to place that immediate row. What is the purpose of making row? So because we are going to insert the columns, so how many columns that we have? We can see main columns are two only. One is this column, and second one is this column.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to first divide the main columns. Otherwise, it is gonna be difficult for you to put all of them together. Let
Mm.
us say if you go to the code, let's open that bootstrap. Okay, so now div call bg primary bg secondary. Now you see this, you have two columns here first, right? One and two. So as per the requirement, we do not have any content in the row. Sorry, we do not have any content in the column one. But when you see the second column, you have a lot of things here. What are those? We have a one row again where it contains two columns, and again there will be one more row which has like only one single column, and again there will be row, and again divided that row into a two columns. One column is this and second column is this. This is how you should divide that.
Wait, can you repeat that?
Okay. So when you see the layout, right? So
Yeah.
you have to divide the main columns. Okay. So this is the container. Okay, and we
Mm-hmm.
have to place the row first. Then after, when you see this, you have to first divide that into a column. So obviously the column should be like this only. Let's see. When you see, let us say example, we'll go with this. Uh, we'll go with the paint. Okay. Now if you see something like this, then only we can consider these are the columns, straight columns only, right?
Mm.
And obviously it will be there in one row,
Yeah.
right?
Mm.
So in row, how many columns you have now?
Uh, 4.
Four, right? So
Yeah.
now the columns width you can manage that. Now let us assume as per the bootstrap, just consider this is a container and row and four of them. So each one I'm going to add like a three, 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 right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you see this layout, we do not have many. We have one and two. So the second column, I'll remove third and four, and I'll increase the width of the second column. And within the second column itself, I can place all these placeholders. Now, without dividing them as a columns, it will be difficult to know how can you consider I mean, where you can consider that, or where you can draw a column here. So this is the first column that we understand, so that we clearly see a box.
Yeah.
If I ask you to create a one more column, okay,
Uh-huh.
how can you understand that there is a one more column? So obviously this total entire area will be one more column, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that is how you should understand, because we cannot something add a one line here to break this. There is a one more column here, but the layout is not like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you should think in that way, so that we are going to divide the two columns. Once we got the two columns here in the code, now this is what you have to think. Now in the second column, what first, we'll go with this first one. Okay, so we need to place the row here. So, okay, why? Because to place this, so within the row what we need a equal size of boxes, right? Now
Mm-hmm.
you dot call, we need two boxes here. So first row is done. When it comes to second, div class row, and how many calls we need only one call only here, right? So second thing is done. When it comes to third, div row, so how many columns that we have? One, two, right?
Mm.
And div call 1 and 2, but both device width is not the same here, right?
Mm.
Yeah, so we need to add a count here. Let us say that example, if you look at this place, only this place I'm talking. So obviously it is occupying 75% of the width, and this is the 25% of the width. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
then in such a case, we can add call hyphen 9, call hyphen 3, because as per our discussion, each and every row, the column length should be equal to 12 only when you count them. So now if you see in this row, this is 9 plus 3. And if you see directly, when we do not have a number, that means it is a 12. And when we do not have a number here, that means it occupies same width as per
Um,
this.
okay. I didn't know
You got,
inside of it well.
sorry?
I didn't know inside of it, there's 12.
Okay, see that the point is, without that row also still you can manage that. But the problem is, you cannot divide them. I mean, until you add a row, once you have a row, you can have a more control on it. That entire div you can move very easily.
Hmm.
Okay, and now see, now let us add something. No, is it primary? Is it primary? Is it secondary? Is it primary? Content, 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 content. Let us save this. Got this. Okay, now we have a same color we've been used, so it would be like that only, obviously, right? So we can write whatever the classes that we have in the Bootstrap, we can use multiple classes for them. Okay, and
Hmm.
yeah, I'm sorry, we missed this one. When it comes to 9, it is complete, and when it comes to 3, we have again two. Within these 3, we have like two boxes. Two box in the sense one row, one column, and it has a full boxes of. So we can do this in a multiple ways. We can do in this way div dot row and div dot call and div dot call. Easy success, easy danger, easy what we have. Let us check that bootstrap classes. Where is the colors? Okay, info light to dark. We have added multiple colors here. Let us see how it will be work. See, you got it right.
Mm, yeah.
This is what you are looking right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And when we are talking about gaps, right? All these
Mm-hmm.
gaps, right?
Yeah,
So the
I
point,
did see that part. You have to do S SS variables, SAS variables.
no, we don't need that. See,
Oh,
no, we are not actually using any SAS here. No, we are using plain CSS only.
okay.
We are not using SAS. Okay. So the point is, when you select this, okay, BG primary, right? When you give that BG primary. So what exactly this column is taking? See, if you observe this, there is some padding right and padding left we have here. When you observe this, so instead of that, if you apply BG primary, within a let us try for one class basic primary. Now you can observe a bit different here. When you see this is the call and this is the basic primary, right? Now what is the problem here is when you apply this class, okay, when you apply some background color to this call, what is going to happen? The color background color will be applicable to whatever the padding also we have. You're getting my point.
Mhm.
So now we
Yeah.
have this padding. If you observe that left and right, we have a padding.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I apply straight away this, so we won't get the gap. So what you need to create a one more div, and let us say simple. I'm just giving an example here, okay? So that height 100 pixels. Now you can see a gap here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in such a case, I mean, I'm not suggesting to use that height, but that minimum height you can give when you need this kind of gaps and all.
And how would that go for mobile? Would it show the gap?
I mean, see, when that is what I was asking initially, like how you want to see this layout in the mobile.
Uh, I
it,
can.
it, it, it is really I mean matter, right? See,
Mhm.
it always it cannot be all the divs will be appear or occupy that 100% width in the mobile. See, that is completely based on the what you call requirement. Now what are the code that we have written here? By default it will be 100% in the mobile device. If you see here, this is the case, right? So now
Uh-huh.
we have call here and we have a call BD. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is call. What is the screen that we have in the mobile? We can check now. Like if you want to apply 100% width, how it will be. Like call icon SM it works here. No, SM icon call. Access. I need to check that bootstrap class, like how exactly it is turning with columns. I see, I see, I see. Okay. Now, instead of giving that variable calls, you can give numbers here, right? When it is a call -4, and uh, it will be number in the desktop. Call -4, call -8, and this is the mobile class. We have okay. How they are dividing like this. Call 6 is some -3. Okay. Call access control. How it will be done? You need to check the breakpoint classes. Extra small. SM. We tried SM also, right?
Mhm. Is it possible
Yes.
to, like, when you switch to mobile, is it possible to get rid of the whole left side?
I mean, how? I mean, like what exactly it is? Can you come? Can you repeat that?
Yeah. Could you go back to the image,
Hmm.
the
Okay.
website?
Okay.
Yeah. Like, get rid of the orange red, just the um green, blue, gray, like only those being visible when it turns to mobile. Is that possible?
No, I'm not getting that. You know, when it comes to mobile, what exactly requirement you have? Can you explain
Like
clearly?
the red disappears, like it's hidden, and then
Yeah, that we can do. Yes, yes, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, see, the point is, there are two options here. Right? One is if you know the bootstrap, I mean, if you know the media queries, you can straight away write that class and you can apply that, display null.
yeah.
So obviously it won't be part of the mobile device. But what Bootstrap is going to provide for sure, for that also they have some classes like hidden in SM or something like that. Okay, first let us
Mm.
check this how. Okay. Probably what we can do here, right? We'll call iPhone. Okay, first let us apply some height to it. Now I'll tell you. Call iPhone 12 will be occupied at 100%, and
Hmm.
but when it comes to mobile, right, we don't need 100%, right?
Yeah.
So in this scenario, call iPhone LG iPhone 3. Yeah. Now just copy this and apply here as well. When we are when we see that mobile LG 3, here it is in 9. Yeah. Now you can see. Now this is the desktop screen, and when it comes to this, it is a mobile.
Mm.
You're getting?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is how we should manage this. See, the point is as long as you are applying the background color and all, right? So it is going to be occupied. I mean, so this padding also will be having the background color. So you won't get that spaces left and right.
Oh.
Okay.
Hmm.
So that is how in general it works. But what are the other options that I'm saying? What if you remove this row here? What if you apply PG primary to this? Still it is going to work. Hmm. College control like to digit primary. Okay. When we do not have a row, right? So actual thing is not working.
Mm. Mm.
There is something. Yeah. You understand I mean, you understand the concept, right?
Yeah.
So what exactly classes that we need to give? First, we need to decide how it will be in the mobile device. So when you add that, let us say I want to be add. Let me reload this page clearly. We can see here, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to add this within this only. Okay, yeah. So now when it comes to mobile, expectation would be right different, right?
Mm.
And when it comes to tab, Apple iPad Mini, we'll go with this. We have this is called actually orientation. Okay, rotation. This is that what we call landscape, and this is the portrait. Okay. Now, if you observe in all the screens, the irrespective of device width, it is coming like that only, right? So half of the percentage it is occupied, and here also half of the percentage it is occupied, right?
Yeah.
In all the screens, even in desktop screens we are seeing this, even in tab also we are seeing this, even though Mobile also we are seeing the same thing, even mobile rotation also, right?
Yeah.
Now we'll check this one. Okay, first what we're going to do is, now I want to, as per this, right, I want to see less percentage of this first column and more percentage of it for a right column. So I have a 12 grid system, so now I'm going to divide it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add call icon LG. LG stands for large screen icon 2. Okay, because
Mm.
in the large screen, I want to apply, I mean, I want to give that number of 2. So in the same case, for other column also, I want to give 10. So that now if you observe large screen, the condition is satisfying here, because for the second column it is 10 and for the first column it is 2. So for the large screen, the condition is going to satisfy here. Reload this, right? Now you can see we're getting.
Mm.
Now when it comes to mobile device,
Mm.
yeah, so now if you observe here, by default itself it is occupied 100% here and there, so we no need to worry about it. But when it comes to iPad, how it will be? iPad also it is something like this only, right? But you want to see some difference in the iPad, like
You
you
just
want
change
to
this.
add, you want to add a more width of this. Okay, for this, so now you need to define purely for iPhone, I mean specific to device, like call iPhone, um, I think MD iPhone 4. When you add a MD, you must add that second column or third column, whatever it is. For the same thing, you have to add, but number you have to decide here. So now you give a 4 here, and you should give 8. Okay. And now let us save this. Okay. MD4 also has, okay, LG, no? Have a quotation. Okay. Now looks like MD4 minimum width 768. Mhm. But MG2 is overwriting here because of this 992 minimum width is 992. After 992 width, LG screen is overlapping, because what is the screen dimension here? 1024. Now if you make something like this, now you can see MD4 we can see here, right?
Mhm.
You're getting this? Or you have like you're just saying that, yes, I understand.
No, for tab is just the, so from how I studied it, it was each column, if you do MD, that's the dimension, and then the
Okay.
column.
See, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. See, you understand this. Okay, let me divide this into MD6 and MD6. Now you will get a difference here. Okay, now you see how the layout is. In the desktop, it is 2 and it is 10. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and when it comes to tab, that to portrait mode, it is 6 and it is 6. Why it is 6 and 6? We added at MD6 here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and less than this medium, let us say example of iPad 12 Pro. Okay, now it is purely mobile device. By default, it is occupied that 100%. We no need to give. Okay, but how about this orientation? When it comes to orientation, again it is gonna be a something like 6 6 as per the code that they provided. minimum 768. So we need to check something. I think we cannot edit this, or what? We cannot
I
edit.
thought we
We can
could.
edit. I think we have an option here, customization or something. Yeah, edit. Your customized device. I think we can edit, I guess. There will be one more option also here also, if I'm not wrong. Okay, there is no customization. Okay, mobile 320, 375, 420. Yeah, maximum 765. What if I remove this? Yeah. So now let us say example less than 768. Okay. Let
Mm-hmm.
us say there is a requirement something like this. We need to handle this kind of screen. So we don't need 100% of the screen. Okay. So probably what we need to add that SM also here. Sorry. Call hyphen SM hyphen probably 6. Here also it will be 6. Let us save now. Right? See, if you observe that, right? Now in 6 also we have given, but when it comes to complete mobile, it is full. Now you can see different layouts here. Let me reload this. When you see in the large screens, it will be like a 2 and 10.
Mm.
When you see mobile, that it is not exactly mobile. Okay, this is mobile. Okay, here it is
Okay.
like 100% and 100%. When it comes to tab, iPad Pro, it
Wait,
is
which one?
same as desktop. Yes, iPad Pro. It is
Oh,
same as desktop. It is same as desktop. But when you do actual orientation, again it is same of desktop. But when you select that iPad Mini, now it is 6 and 6 divided, right? Not like a 2 and 10,
yeah.
right? And when
Mm-hmm.
you check that any of the other like iPhone SE or something like that, yeah. Now again we made as a 6 6. This has happened due to we recently added that on a SM-6. Clear
Mm-hmm.
or any confusion?
No, it makes sense.
Okay. See, maybe you can ask me question like so do we really need to add all the classes like this? Call hyphen MD, call LG, MDSM?
You can probably add it
No,
to the row, right? Or the contain. Mm-hmm.
no. See, my question is that do we really need to mention for each div and LG, MD, SM, all of them?
I think
Not
yes.
really, not no, 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 not really required. Because as long as your layout is not complicated, you don't
Mm-hmm.
need to write. Because let's see in this way. Okay, now I'm going to remove this. Okay, I'm going to remove this,
Mm-hmm.
all of them. So how it is 2 and 10. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
just let me reload this. See now when I see in the desktop it is fine. When it comes to mobile, let us check that mobile obviously it will be like 100% only, right? When you see
Yeah.
this iPad Mini,
Oh.
iPad Air, it will be obviously right. But again, this is a requirement. When it comes to iPad, when you're checking iPad, no, in iPad, actually, iPad also it is showing something like this, but I need something else. In iPad, I need a different behavior, and I don't want to add like 100% when it comes to iPad. So that you must add that call hyphen MD hyphen 6. Copy this. Now just reload this page now. See, it was divided, right? Now
Yeah.
6 6. No, that is what I'm saying. See, as long as your layout is not that much complicated, you can handle very easily with this, either one of the class,
Mm.
because all the classes LG, MD, or SM, whatever the now device and whatever the number it is, by default when it comes to mobile, it will be 100% only. We no need to do any changes. Otherwise, you can check now, right? See, now I'm going to open this, iPad, iPhone 12 Pro, and I'm just checking this. Now I'm checking the first one. What is the class that we have here? LG2, right? Excuse me. And there is no LG2 here, right? By default, we have a row only. Whatever the contents here itself, they have been divided that. Okay, whatever the elements
Mm.
function row. See, you remember the selector.
Yes, it
So
does all.
whatever, yeah. See, when we have a star, it contains all, right? All the elements. Whatever the elements under row, everything should be with 100% only.
Mm.
Okay, everything should be 100% only. But really, you don't want to see this in now in the mobile also. You want to see the partition like this. What is the case? Now you must add that. What is the last class for I think SM? Let us try this SM. How it will be. Call iPhone SM iPhone 6. No, SM6 is not working. SM Let us try XS is supporting or not.
Mm.
XS is 6. XS is 6. No, nothing is supporting here. So if you need something like this, you have to override this class. You must write your own class here, and that own class should be like with gonna be 50%. Okay. I mean, when you need like a partition in the mobile device, in general, the layout should not be divided in the mobile. Obviously, all the content will be occupied very 100% of width in the mobile.
Mm.
Yeah. So, I mean, that is the only option that I could see here. No. Even though if I write only access also, nothing
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
affecting. Yeah. Yeah. See, that is the case. See, this is completely dependent based on the how layout you are going to divide. I mean, how much complicated layout you are making. It's purely depend on that.
Mm.
Okay, so now if you observe this layout, so we have column one, and in the content and full, and when it comes to this, and you can make one more div here, this and this. So in the last, so you need to add, okay, three we have busy doc. Let us try right. We do not have any content here. So we do not have any content. Yeah, but we got like a side by side. We need complete, right? Call iPhone 12, call iPhone 12. Yeah, clear.
Yeah.
Your layout, I mean, we achieved that your layout, like whatever the layout
Yeah.
that you are like.
If I knew beforehand, I just have to separate the two first. It would have been easier.
Oh, no, no. See, that is the point. See, everything is one key point that you should understand. Everything is very easy until you understand how to segregate the layout.
Mm.
Yeah, so I mean that is the reason that I was worrying that no, Darshana, you have to practice, you have to practice. This keep on saying this is the reason. See, as long as you are not understanding the layout and you cannot club everything together, even though if you are master in writing CSS properties, then what is the use? You know all the CSS properties, and you know how to write
Mm.
the media queries as well. But the understanding the layout is the very key point,
Mm.
right?
Yeah, now I get it.
Yeah. So now, if you need, like, let's say example in the mobile, if you want to, there is specific things. This entire layout you can move wherever the place you want, you can move this entire layout. I mean, this entire column.
Mm.
Okay. So instead of that, what? Okay, maybe you may ask that, what if I don't take the row for the second, this column? Okay. We have a one row here, and when it comes to this, how you gonna divide this first, right? Okay. Let's
Mhm.
now remove this entire. I mean, let me comment this. Okay, now you got this first one, right?
Mhm.
And when it comes to second one, okay, I'm talking about this two. Okay, so now you need to place, first you need to take two columns that you understand this here, right?
Yeah.
Div class col.
Mm.
Yeah, place it. So now this row you want to end here or you want to close here itself, right? Because the entire thing is in the row only. Now see how it will come. Why don't we copy this to here? We can do that, right? Yeah. Now see how it will come. You're getting
Yeah.
where exactly it has to come, and there
Wait.
is some number for it, right? Okay. Even though if you think that okay, let me divide this, LG-4, since 2 is done, and we are going to make maybe another 4 here, like this. But still, the actual is response has none. 4. Okay, let me give that 5 here and 5 primary. Instead of that, what I'm going to do is success. Okay, now after this we have this, right? So now where you will add this one, this is a
Uh,
one more row, or
okay.
else let's assume that this is another column, full column, right?
Yeah.
Where you will add this full column, let's say
Right under.
example b class
Row.
call, we need a row, right?
Yeah, you need a row.
Okay, okay, let me save this.
Mhm.
It has to come within this, right? Why it is coming from the starting point?
You would
Because
need
this
to
is a
offset.
separate row and this is a separate row, right?
Yeah. You could
How can
offset.
you push the second row under? Yeah, you need to give the offset. You know how difficult it is to give offset,
It's
because
easy.
that much of dependency, that much of requirement is not there now. Yes, it works with the offset. It works with the offset, but if
Mm-hmm.
you observe the code structure, we took in a different way here, because I didn't take that two columns, one column for this and second column for this. Without taking one more column, I'm writing again now. That is the reason I commented this entire code. Okay.
Mm.
Now you should add some of the offset and all. Why? What is the purpose to move this? How about that after this? For this also you need to write offset, right?
Yeah.
I mean, see, what my intention is, we can write offset as we do not have, we are looking for option and we do not have any option, only offset only we have the option. Yes, you can use it. But
No.
once if you understand the layout, okay, this is the one column and this is the one column. In the second column itself, we can place all these divs and all the placeholders. Once you start thinking in this way, then what is the need of writing offset unnecessarily, right? Let's assume
Mm.
that no, the layout is go increasing like this only. Then how many offsets you will take for each and every row? You will take offsets here. Which
Mm.
is better, applying that offset for each and every row is the difficult, or you can put everything into one column and within the column you can create a multiple rows is the best option.
Putting in one column.
Right. See, I mean, this is how that now we should understand the layout.
Mm.
One second.
Okay. Yeah. But now it makes sense. The
Yeah. See, understanding is the difficulty here.
mm.
Okay.
So always check. So what I'm hearing is always check how many columns you need to start off with, and then
Yes.
check them.
Yeah. See, now if you just practice like 3 or 4 layouts in this,
Mm-hmm.
from the fifth onwards, you no need to make something like this. What exactly here we have, what exactly here we have. Once you practice like 4 or 5, obviously you will get that idea. Like how many layouts we have. See, that is the reason that that I told you like the website that which we are talking this from.
Mm.
If you see the layout itself, you should understand that. See how many columns we have, one and two. So first one is for only for the image, and second one is for some content. Make it one container, take one row and 2 columns. Call hyphen LJ hyphen 6 and LJ hyphen 6.
Mm.
Right. When it comes to mobile, obviously it will be occupied like that only.
Yeah.
Then there is no much things. We are okay. You are only making things complicated. There is not that much of complicated.
Mm.
Okay. See, I mean, we can make this whatever the layout that we have, right? Index.html. It is not actually responsive, right? Because we didn't write any responsive stuff here. We can make this the same layout using, we can make same layout, like let us add that, bootstrap things for this as well. It will be like, obviously quick thing.
Mm.
Just reload this and first let us focus on this instead of content. What we're gonna do is, let me make this container. Okay, and this is the image area that I took. Later this is the welcome area, right? So now
Yeah.
I'm not going to use any clear fix here. So this image area, we have some classes, I guess. Right? This float left, and I'm not going to take any float left from there. So call hyphen LG hyphen 6. What is this welcome area? Yeah, for this also, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take, but we must need that image area, I guess, because all the classes are based on this. By any chance? No, right? Yeah, fine. Call hyphen LG hyphen 6. Let us say how it will behave. Okay, something we got something. Okay, busy image LG iPhone 6. Okay, we forget to add the row here. That is the reason, right?
Mm.
Row is needed, no? Otherwise, it won't come
Yeah.
like
I
that,
think.
right?
Mm.
Makes sense. Yes, okay. Uncheck it. Yes, we got that.
Yeah.
And when you check the responsive, now, of course, we need to do a lot of changes to make that. But yeah, let me do one by one. Okay, will be quickly, obviously. But yeah, obviously the layout is going to be disturbed big for sure, because we didn't work on much, right?
Yeah.
And make sure we need to add a one thing here. Okay, this is also report also there, and container. When it comes to footer, 6, 6. You can add some bootstrap default classes, no, like MB3, MT3, something like that.
What's empty?
Margin top,
Oh,
margin top, something. I mean that those are the predefined classes only. We are not
mm,
actually writing something new.
okay.
Okay, and let us focus on this first. This is the header and inner header. So instead of inner header, what we are going to do is inner header. Let's add a container here,
Mm,
and again we can add a row here. Do plus row. Within that, we can apply div call copy 3 columns. We will have 3 of them, and in the first thing,
mm.
I'm going to place this. In the second, I'm going to add SVG. In the third, I'm going to add this. Now I am going to remove all of them, and maybe we are not going to get exact
Yeah, because margin.
styles
Mm,
uh, because we modified a lot of things. So with now we are setting that layout only. We are not actually focusing on that. The classes are coming in a right way or not. We are not focusing on that. Right?
yeah,
So this is one column. This is second column, and this is third column. For the first column,
but this is way easier
apply
than.
this text left box. Now, what is the class?
Oh,
Uh, what is the class for text align? Typography,
I have it somewhere.
accessibility.
Text.
Sorry, you have what?
Uh, I'm looking for it.
Text center we have, text end we have, but hmm, if
This
not,
text align left. Or wait, no,
text align left.
no.
Okay,
It says the colon and then left.
let us try. No, it is not working. Okay, first of all, it is within the class only, right? Within this, there must be one class, but that's okay. Even if there is no class, also we don't need to worry about. We know how to apply the property,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Text line left we can apply here. Anyhow, this is the center only. No need to worry about it. Second column, and if when it comes to this, I think we have text hyphen end. If it works, okay. Yeah, it is working. Text end. And what exactly we need? Yeah, we need this one.
But yeah, seems way faster than doing.
I mean, see, I am making very speed, but do you really? As I
But
know the subject and I'm dealing with it in an on fly within
yeah,
minutes. But do you really do in the same
no,
way?
no, I would have to search up each variable.
See, even I'm also searching for the classes and all because it's very difficult for me to because see actually I'm not working on everyday day to day on Bootstrap. I work completely on Angular stuff. Okay,
Hmm.
since last 2 years I was working on. I mean, previously I used to work on like all Bootstrap stuff on that. But later, since last 3 4 years, I was working on mainly on development part. It is very natural thing that people will forget the class names and all, but
Mm,
not the subject. You're getting my point.
yeah.
Yeah, see, now once if I understand that, if you remember, then the first I did, I forget to add the row. Then I realized, okay, why it is not working? Okay, maybe I missed something. Okay, let me add row. Then I have added. It will be like a very easy thing. And if you observe one thing, see, we have everything. Okay, the customization is already there. We're just changing the layout.
Yeah.
Usually how people will create a skeleton or layout, then after they will add the customization as per the requirement. But what we were doing now, we have already customization, we just need to add the responsive stuff to it.
Mm.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
And everything written,
Mm.
right? Yeah, I mean, this is how usually we have to write in this way only. Text and I'm just adding that, text line left to it. Let me save this. Yes, it will be fine now. When it comes to footer, I'm not going to touch anything in the footer. But when it comes to inner footer, I'm going to make this inner footer as container again. And when we have a container, we must write row. So within the row, we need to keep this within the row. And when it comes to row, we need a proper div class call hyphen. Okay, what I'm going to do is, first of all, this is the nav we have, right?
Mm-hmm.
This footer navigation also I'm going to remove here. Call hyphen lg hyphen. First, what we can do, right? This entire column we can take one, and this is the second column. Okay. So
Mm.
within the row, call hyphen, we can take this 10 for this, and for this copyright div class call hyphen lj hyphen 2. Right click, format. Okay. Now call 10 to I have, right. Within the 10, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a another row where I need one, two, three, four columns, right? So
Mm.
four equal columns.
Yeah.
Okay, so div class call hyphen lg hyphen 3. So I'm just dividing them in this way, so it will be easy. And I'm going to put, so as we have a same kind of class everywhere, so we can remove till this, and we are going to remove this again as we have a same thing. Let me copy this. 4. Save it. Right?
Yeah.
Now if you observe this, everything is divided now.
Mm.
Maybe you can take 2 to 2 only, or you can take, for the last you can increase that. And when it comes to call LGT, we can apply this copyright to text end, will be right aligned. So this we lost this, but we can still handle that. How we gonna handle that? We have a nav. Now we can handle that nav ULLI, something like that. We can remove this text decoration. Sorry, text list type none.
Mm.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now let us check that basic things are really coming or not. Like how it is going to be. But it is now, if you observe, this is not that. I mean, initially we got something different, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now at least we can see something here.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah.
this was actually a, okay. This was the issue with the padding. Okay, so yesterday we stopped at that padding, so we am going to add more padding here.
Hmm.
Padding 100 pixels. Line number 339, 339. Add 100 pixels. Save it. Yeah. So now let us focus on this.
Where did it show the line that you were on?
Sorry.
How did you know it was 390?
Come again. Come again. What is the
Like,
question again?
when you were doing the padding, how did you know which line number it was on in inspect?
Oh, I see. Okay, when we select this body, you can see that bad body padding top 10, and this is common style.css, and this is
Oh, okay. Okay.
eh, all, all all this I told you already. Very starting
Okay.
only.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so we have a container. Okay, I think something is blocking us here. Do you have any container in our CSS by any chance? Hmm. Something is stopping this container. I see. This is the reason. It is coming outside. Yeah, no
Mm-hmm.
issues. We can handle this also within this upgrade area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, upgrade area, and order now. We need to focus on order now. So in order now, how we manage in the desktop, we need to divide this. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
now here itself, I'm going to create one row and div class call hyphen lg hyphen let us divide 6 by 6 call hyphen lg hyphen 6 and one more thing, and this image I'm going to put in first column and the content I'm going to put in the second column. Let us save now, reload this, and of course all this alignments and all we may get for sure, but we need to write some custom classes for it. For this text content we can write, okay, to align the center, okay, that we
Mm-hmm.
can do. But now you can observe the difference previously and now, right?
Mm.
You got it.
Yeah.
Hmm. Now you can see, now it became responsive. Of
Oh,
course, yeah, we definitely need to do some arrangements for sure. But when it compared to previously, that is different, right?
yeah. It's
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. Yeah, now all you can handle this. Okay, this is the complete PG image, and we gave that height and all.
mm.
Now I just,
Oh,
yeah, obviously this font and all, right? When it comes to this text,
it'll be
mobile, it
smooth.
is not this much. You need to write a custom media query for it, for sure,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to busy image, it was actually we gave 580, but we can add that max height like 350 or something. We can add the max height, minimum height, yeah, something like we can handle that,
Mm.
yeah. So all we can handle now. Now it's a readability, right? You understand it?
Yeah. And is there
Hmm.
a way to add the add media while doing inspect?
I mean, see, the point is, let us say example for body, right?
Yeah.
This padding we have added additionally 100 pixels, but when you select that body, first it will straight away show you that
Okay.
whatever the media query is there.
But
Now
if there
let's
isn't
suppose
one,
sorry, if
if there isn't one, do you have to add it somewhere else?
no, I'm not getting your question.
Like if at media is not there,
Okay, you
is
need to
there
write it.
okay.
No,
How do
it won't give you any solution, right? So you need to write it.
okay.
Yeah, you need to
Mm,
write it.
okay.
Yeah, and we can add like 120, 339, 9 numbers, 339. I'm going to add 20 more pixels. And yeah, this also we can handle. This also we can handle. See, now we gave like a call zone here, right? So it
Yeah,
looks like this. So maybe you can take that, call iPhone 4 for this also maybe 4. Yeah, for this also maybe 4. But you need to decrease this width as well. That
number.
in that case. Yeah, I mean all the adjustment we have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you feel the difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was completely aligned, right, to the screen. See now, not just this screen. See now, we can observe any of the screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See this we should handle this when we have like a footer, container, row, LG10 and 2. So maybe we can handle in a different way this, like call hyphen, MD hyphen. Let's give 8 or maybe 9 to each. Uh, oh, we gave for wrong one. We gave for a second one. It will be 3 copy and it will be 9. Yeah. Now within that, this is the 9. So you can handle this. Instead of LG3, call iPhone, MD iPhone 3 or something. How it will be? Yeah. Again, same thing. Copy here. Just paste here. Paste here. Maybe you can, maybe in the this screen instead of 3, you can add a 6.
Mm,
I mean, it's in your hand. I mean to say that it is in your hand. Like, and
yeah.
of course, it is based on the requirement. I mean to say that,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
We handle this as well. Yeah, of course, this as well. Call iPhone MD iPhone 6. Copy, copy. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We did that. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to mobile, and it is same. And when you check that iPad Mini, yes, it is there. And
Oh.
large screen of it, yes, it is
Mm,
there. Yeah, we see the point is when the devices are changing, right? We should take care of all of them.
yeah. So add medium.
Yeah, yeah. At the same time, like how we handle this, maybe we handle this on what basis? Yeah, this flex
This
end,
is
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So this height and all we should take care of that so that it will be obviously works.
Mm,
And when it comes to this case, this much of image which is not at all required. So we should not give that width like this, so that the max width will be 100 percentage like this.
mm,
It will be automatically set.
okay.
See now you can see on iPad mini also our layout is fine.
Mm,
Even the large screens also it will be fine in the large screen as well, right?
yeah.
Hmm.
Mm. So
I
you have to
mean, see,
always check.
we didn't plan the for this. We just did on just on high level. But
Yeah.
if you plan and if you focus on each and every element, yes, we can get it done quickly. But
Okay.
the point is, you should understand layout is a very big thing. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and you need to segregate that layout, like where exactly row is coming, where exactly column is coming. Okay, how
Mm-hmm.
exactly I need to show in the so screen, or maybe mobile device, or maybe lap, I mean large screen, or maybe something else. You should think in
Mm.
all the aspects too. See, you have an advantage that you are more familiar with that UX also. So don't lose that touch.
Okay.
Okay, so that it will be like an additional advantage that you have, so that you can convince developer as well, so that you can say that you can use this large class, or maybe you can do something like this.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean that is an advantage, and you should utilize that.
Okay.
Okay, but you are saying okay all the time, but you are not focusing on it. That's enough.
No, I, I do know its advantage.
Yeah, I mean you know that, but you're not consuming properly, right? No, but
Consume.
when you're going to consume both. I mean, consuming in the sense like all your expertise when you're working on development, like HTML and CSS. You should consume all your skills, UX skills. And when you are doing UX thing, you should do all your uh, knowledge from the coding point of view, right?
Mm.
Vice versa, you have to do that.
Use both.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You were saying that when I'm explaining things, and when you understand that time, you feel like okay, I can do this. But the
Mm.
problem will happen after the call only, after the session
Yeah.
only.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't do that, no.
Okay.
Yeah, it is very important. Okay, so
Mm.
from Monday onwards, I'll jump into JavaScript, but still, for JavaScript, definitely few of them which are there in the Bootstrap, we need a JavaScript support.
Uh,
Okay, so if you
or,
don't know any, see, let's say we have some components in JavaScript, right?
yeah.
Let us say example of this model. Okay, if you see there is some class, some CSS,
Mm.
sorry, some JavaScript is there. So you should understand JavaScript first, then only you can handle few of the components in the Bootstrap.
Okay.
Few of them we can easily do using with the CSS only. For example, let us say this card. Okay,
We went
to
over
place
this.
this card, yeah, to place this card, you don't need any JavaScript. You simply need to copy this, and you can
Mm.
place it. But when you are working on this kind of model and all, yeah, you may require for sure, uh, this as well, JavaScript and understanding that.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Any question?
Uh, Let me check.
So you have time, 2 days of time. I don't know how you're gonna practice it.
Uh-huh.
You have a lot of resource in the internet. You
This
have a
is a
lot of.
random. Oh,
No, sorry.
this is a random question, but if the
Mm-hmm.
device is so we work with pixels, right? If the device is 4K, is it different or is it gonna look the same?
No, no, no. I did not get it. Device is what? What is the question?
4K, like the pixel, like the dimension, not dimension, but the clarity, like if it's HD or 4K.
Yes, I mean, see, mainly that we are going to focus on only device width.
Okay, so pixels
That
is
is
not.
in, yeah, that is in pixels only.
Okay.
Yeah, that is in pixels only. Whatever the device it is, we are going to check the device width, and that is not in the percentage. That is pixels only.
Mm,
Okay, it is not something like HMD or something like that.
okay.
Okay, so what see here is the thing, how we are actually dealing the media queries. If you observe in the internet, okay, you can pick any of the tutorial, or you can pick any of the article related to media queries. All everybody will say something like that minimum width and maximum width only. And obviously that that minimum width something 768 pixels, because when you are checking the responsive right here, what
Mm-hmm.
exactly is 1024 pixels? This width only, right?
Yeah.
This 768 also pixels only, not the percentage. You cannot be like a 1024 percentage and 768 percentage. The percentage is maximum is 100% only, not beyond that.
Oh,
All it is pixels only.
okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Any question?
No, that's all.
So okay. Practice well. So you have today, tomorrow,
Mm.
and of course you can practice on Sunday also, right?
Yeah.
Not Sunday exactly, but probably Monday evening will be to your, yeah, Monday evening will be to your Monday morning, right? Yeah, you have time today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow, right?
Yeah. I have
Yeah.
till
So
Sunday.
practice,
Mm.
yeah, practice this and try to build any layout. So there are a lot of resources on the internet, and when you go for a YouTube, there will be more websites. You need no need to focus only on Bootstrap 5 if you understand Bootstrap 4, and you can just practice and make the layout in Bootstrap 4 also. And there is a free websites also you can, where you can download the source code of the website, and you can just refer them how they divided the layout, and how the what are the classes that they've been used, and customization how they did. All you can just have a look on their code structure as well. You don't need to pay anything, so you can download that premium websites as well with the with with the free license,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
So I believe what you need right now is time,
Mm.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. See, probably if if I start like JavaScript, and once we start into JavaScript actual concept, we never come back to any of the HTML questions or CSS questions and Bootstrap questions. That is very clear.
Mm.
Okay, maybe if you have a question you can ask, I can explain. But from I mean myself, I won't start any of the topic. Once we start into JavaScript or jQuery related stuff.
Yeah. After this, I can find that out on my own.
I'm sorry.
For HTML and CSS stuff, I feel like I can find on my own.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For,
I mean that is good. At least if you have that confidence, maybe you should say that same thing. Once you practice the Bootstrap, maybe after a week of time you can say the same thing. Okay, so now HTML, CSS are responsive or Bootstrap. Anything I can find my own. That is what I'm
mm.
expecting from you. I really don't have that much of focus on JavaScript and jQuery. I mean, to be honest with you, okay, that I can explain you the subject because that you need, and I also committed. But you are already into one path, right? I don't want to disturb that path,
Mm.
so I don't have any expectation. When you say that Sai, I know JavaScript and I can handle the JavaScript. That much of sounding that I'm not expecting from you, because that is not something like you can learn within a week or 10 days of time. It is a
Mm.
completely a big subject and separate subject from this.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but good thing that at least you feel that if you stuck in HTML and CSS, you can find something in the Google. I
Mm.
mean, I think my job is done.
Yeah.
Okay, chalo. We'll
Thank
meet
you.
on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bye.
yeah. So 30 minutes late, right? Monday, as you have a class.
Yeah. Yeah. 30 minutes late.
Sure, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Bye.